Good morning. Good morning. I am Linda with Sweet Aria Decor. Aria is my daughter. She may or may not be sweet. She's 12, so who knows? Maybe I should have named my business something else. No, she's a good kid. But she's beautiful, so I figure if I try to make beautiful things, I'm going to name my business after her. So I go live every Monday at noon Central. I also go live Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. So today I've had this thing in my mind for literally months, and I bought all the supplies months ago, and I've honestly been afraid to make it, like, intimidated, like I wasn't quite sure is it going to work. So I figure the heck with it. I'm just going to try it, right? I want to do something summery, something kind of feels a little bit tropical, right? I'm thinking like Golden Girls Miami, okay? I'm thinking what are they going to put on their back porch when they go and sit out there and have cheesecake? I don't know. But the base for this is going to be this dough bowl. Now, this had come in a subscription box that I had gotten from Decor Exchange, but you can find dough bowls anywhere. I also then sprayed this. This is Gaps and Cracks. This is foam insulation in a can. You get this at the hardware store. It's kind of by where they have like masking tape and stuff like that. You spray it and it puffs up about twice the height. This has been sitting, like, let it sit for 24 hours. This has been sitting for like 24 weeks. So I'm pretty sure it's good. Then I have a different assortment of, I'm doing oranges. And what really inspired this whole thing is this. So I don't even know what kind of flower this is, but this came from the at-home store. This was $7.99. But there's quite a bit on here. So I figure this is going to kind of be like the centerpiece. This is going to also set the height for everything. And then I have a different assortment of different oranges and yellows, not like a bright yellow, but more like an orangey yellow. So I've got that. I've got these I just got from General Wholesale, which are gorgeous. These, where are these from? Let's find a sticker. I don't know where these came from. I'm not seeing a sticker. I don't know. They came from somewhere. Could have been I think maybe the at-home store. Then I have, check out this greenery bush. This has like everything on it you can possibly imagine. I got this from General Wholesale. And it's got like 3 sections on here, but there's so much in here. I'm like, this is all I'm really going to need for the greenery. Kind of build it up. But the first thing I want to do, I'm going to get it out of the way. And it's the part that I hate the most, okay? I'll tell you right now. I hate Spanish moss. It looks like a giant bag of dried out pubes, but it's what I have to do to kind of cover this. I want to make sure we're not going to see anything. So I am going to cover this with some Spanish moss before I start. I hate this part. This stuff makes me gag. Yeah, but I like to just throw a little bit of glue on here. As long as this kind of like retains how it's all kind of, it's all in there in a bunch. So I just kind of go through. Just kind of set it on there gently. I don't have to cover it too much, but I just don't want people to be able to see any of the foam. So I just kind of, dump some of that on there. I really do hate this part. It's so gross. It's so gross. It's so gross. Ugh. Yuck. But I've had to do it before where I've got to go back in afterwards and try to sneak it in there. It didn't work so good. I feel like, is this what it's like to give someone a bikini wax? Because no thank you. No thank you. All right. I'm going to throw some glue on there. I'm just going to toss those remnants on there. I pat it down a little bit, but not too much because you don't want to get glue on your hands. Because the hot glue, it's really friggin' hot. I have this up at high right now, but sometimes I'll just put it on low just because I don't want to burn myself. But then sometimes if it's too low, it doesn't adhere very well. So then you're kind of like, well, what do I do? Yuck, I hate this part. This is disgusting. This is so gross. I don't like this. I like just tucking it in there and not gluing it in certain arrangements, but this one I feel like I was going to need the glue. Yeah. All right. So we're getting that on there. Come on. Come on, get on there, baby. All right. Pulling out some more. And sometimes instead of just pulling it, I'll just cut it. I'll just cut it. I'll just kind of go about doing this however the heck I feel like doing it. All right, add a little more glue. It's kind of like putting a toupee on somebody, I guess, you know? You got a little hair piece? Why not? All right. Coming up to the last little bit. Let's turn it around and go this way. And you can see what I'm doing from this angle. All right. I'll fill this in over here. Nah, throw a little more glue on that one. Here we go. I just ate a muffin too, so I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have eaten before this. Ugh. I don't know why I have such a visceral reaction to this stuff, but I do. All right. I wanted a nice, good coating on there. I got it. Now there's some spots over here because I was facing the other direction, so let's fill that in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't need that much. Just a little bit. Okay. Get some more glue. I think this whole thing's going to be really pretty when it's all done. I am all about spring is put away. I am all fully in summer mode, right? I want summer to get here very, very quickly. Even though my daughter's in summer school, so it's not like we're going to really get a summer off per se, but okay, I think we're good. Now I'm going to go around. I'm just going to give it a trim, right? I'm going to cut off just so it's not flying over too much. Now, I will say it might make it a little bit harder to get the florals into certain spots if there's a bit of glue there, so it might make me have to adjust it a little bit, but that's okay. All right, now I have to get rid of this stuff, otherwise I'm going to be gagging the whole time. So I'm just going to sweep all these remnants. Take that bag. My bag can go over there. Ugh. I pull out my garbage can. I keep my garbage can right underneath my table here. So I just pull it out and I just swipe it all onto there. Okay? Good old swipe. Get it off the hands. Don't need it to be perfect. Just good enough. Okay. So now, before I start this, I want to know, how's everybody doing out there today? Eek, I'm trying to see comments. Hold on. Come on out there. Let's go. It's not letting me see comments right now. I don't know why. There we go. Bring it up. Come on. I want to see comments. It's not letting me do it. All right. I'm sorry. It's not letting me see comments right now. I don't know why. All right. That's okay. That's all right. I'll just keep talking. Once I can see comments, you guys let me know how you are doing. How was your weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? I made stuff. I was supposed to see the new Marvel movie, and my daughter suddenly decided she wasn't going to go, so I didn't get to go, which sucked. But that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna get out two different kinds of snips here. These are my favorite ones. My dad gave me these. They're getting a little old, a little dull, but they're still my favorite. And then I have these babies from Decor Exchange, which I also love. So I'm going to start by just I'm going to snip the one in the middle. All right, because I think this is going to kind of set the height for the whole arrangement, okay? I don't want it super high, but I also, because this is a flat bowl, this is not going to roll, okay, just so you know. So if I go high on this, I'm not worried about things rolling and tipping over, all right? Let me move my glue gun over here so you guys can see better, okay? So I'm going to start in the middle. All right, and I don't want to have these aren't going to go in line like a soldier, but I'll have to put one in the middle. Okay, I'm going to cut the rest off. I got 4 more. I probably should have bought 2 of these, but they were expensive. Well, $7.99, which, in my opinion, is expensive. But okay, not expensive. It's just higher cost. But like the quality is really good, and I haven't really seen these anywhere else. It's really pretty. It's like silky. This is not plastic. This is like that silky. Okay, so I have 4 more. So I got 2 on either side. So let's do this. I'm so excited I'm finally actually getting this done. Now I'm going to put this in at a little bit of an angle, okay? So it's going to come out a little bit. It's going to come out a little bit. Now this one, the leaf is a little bit up there, so I'm going to have to kind of push kind of harder to really get this one in. There we go. I'm also trying to keep in mind that I want this to be a centerpiece, so it's not going to have a front and a back. This is going to be on all sides. Okay, so this can sit in the center of a table outside on someone's covered lanai out in the lovely Florida weather or something like that. Okay, all right, so this is kind of where we're at so far. I'm liking it. I want to put in some other larger green flowers. I wasn't really sure about these, but I think I've got 2 of these, and I think I'll be okay. But these are really, really thick, so I gotta see if I can cut them off. So these were a little pricey, guys. These were $12.99 at Hobby Lobby, which I know then I know I got them 40% off because I won't pay any more than that. Okay. So I'm gonna cut this. Okay. I'm gonna cut it with these, see if it'll cut. And sometimes if you cut on an angle, it makes it a little easier to put this in. Okay, this isn't cutting. So I'm gonna have to, I'm bringing out the big guns. Hold on there, hold on. If you follow me, you know what I'm getting. I'm getting my Decor Exchange stem cutter, baby, yeah. I've got the power. Yeah, all right, here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Okay, this is going to be a good stem to hold on to for something. You bet, you bet. All right, then I have another one that was like this, so this is going to go in the other side. All right. This is another that was $12.99. I'm sure it was probably 40% off. All right. Let's get this one cut. It's like a workout. Ugh. There we go. I was afraid I was gonna hurt my boob. I was pushing down on that too hard. How'd you bruise yourself? Well, let me tell you what I did. Yep. Okay. So I have 2 of these. So I'm gonna try to spread these out a little bit, right? But I don't want to bend too much because otherwise it starts to pull away, right? So this is pretty. This is gonna go in there. All right. So I'm gonna add my glue, and I'm gonna hope and pray that I can stab this through. There we go. It's going. Going. Yeah. Get wet. All right. I'll have to bend these. If it stays straight up, it looks a little weird, right? We don't want to do that. All right. I'm putting glue on the other one. Now let's see if we can get this one in here too. Notice I have the big bloom kind of going outward. There we go. All right. Now I can kind of bend this and go that way. All right. I am really liking how this is turning out. I am really excited. I haven't actually been jazzed about an arrangement in a while, so this is cool. This is cool. I'm liking it. Okay. The other ones I have I don't know if I want to go to this route yet, but the reason I picked this is because he's got that darker on the edge. Which kind of pulls in that darker. I do like these though. These are fun, but these are going to go kind of like smaller in there. So I think maybe what I'm going to do now is just start adding in some of the greenery bush. They have these really tall ones here in the back. So I think I'm going to kind of start with those. So I'm going to trim a couple of these off. All right. And this bush came from General Wholesale. I think it was like $10.99. But well worth it in my opinion. Because there's so much on here. Like, it was just crazy. I should have ordered more. But my credit card was like, slow your roll, lady, no. I did an unboxing over the weekend. I'm going to have the video posted later. I've got to edit it. But I placed an order with General Wholesale while I had been sleeping in bed. I took my nighttime meds and I started scrolling and adding to cart and adding to cart. And before I knew it, I had a big old order and it showed up over the weekend. And let me tell you, at first I was like, oh my God, what did I do? But when I opened it and saw everything else, I was like, oh, I should have got more. Fantastic. I've bought from them before at different, like, you know, wreath makers. I think they're at Wreath Makers Live and different conventions and places like that. But this was fantastic. I love it. Really, honestly, some of the best greenery I've seen. Okay, this one I'm going to leave a little bit taller. Okay, I'm just kind of trying to bring this out, but I also want to make sure that I start bringing it to the sides too, right? All right, still have quite a bit of this, so let's bring it to the sides, but I can make it go a little smaller because these are pushers. Okay, so I can push these up a little bit and make the height a little bit, make them a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm going to bring this one out to the end. Oh, perfect. This is nicely setting my end point for me. Fabulous. Okay. So I'm going to put this one in right here. All right. Maybe a couple more. I got one more of this. Let's figure out where I'm going to put it. One more. I think kind of almost got two over there. One there. I need it here. Okay. Let me take a little bit off of here. A little off the top now. Thank you. Go this way. I really wish it would. I don't know why it's not letting me see comments. I am convinced that just Facebook hates me. The stuff it does to me is crazy. I don't know why. I'm going back in. I can't even slide to the side. I can't slide to the side. I cannot see comments. I'm so sorry. Full screen. Yeah, that's what I want. Can someone try to leave me a comment? Because maybe no one's commented yet, and that's why I can't see it, but I don't think that's a problem. I think Facebook is screwing me over. I will say, if you guys know 60919, I had thought about putting some of this in here, but I don't feel like this feels tropical, so I'm not going to add my 60919 as I originally anticipated. I'm going to save those babies for something else. The orange on that too isn't like this vibrant orange, so let's add some more greenery in here. I've got this came off there. Now look at all this different stuff on there. That's amazing. This might be my new favorite greenery bush, I gotta say. I have to say. Like Ed Grimley. I must say. Do you guys remember Ed Grimley? Martin Short on Saturday Night Live. I think he's my favorite character. I love Martin Short. And he's dating Meryl Streep. Isn't that the coolest thing? This is like the coolest thing ever. I love that. I love that for them. I love how that's a phrase now. I love that for you. All right, so we put one of these over here. I'm going to try to put one over here. kind of, you see we got a little bit of a naked spot kind of going right there, right? And also don't forget, we're kind of naked along the bottom here, so we will be adding in, I do have some other greenery we're going to be adding in as well for that. This is looking really nice. So far, I'm happy. Try to see what else. I have these very tall marigolds as well, which I think I'm going to add these in here. I only have 2 of these. I should have bought more. I think they're marigolds. I don't know. I'm very bad about knowing the name of the flowers. But this was from Hobby Lobby, $4.99. All right, I'm gonna cut it right there. Yay, that one cut by hand. Yay. I'm not going to separate these out because I want to capitalize on the height. So I'm going to leave that in there. Just trying to figure out where I want to put it. Put it in that way. That might still be a little too high. I'm going to take another 1.5 inches off there. All right. Going to Glue Town here. Gluing it up. I know people probably like using a glue pot. I am deathly afraid of mine, so I don't. All right. Put that in there. I'm going to put the other one on the opposite side. Oh my gosh, wait, I've got 3. I have 3. Oh, and a choir of angels sang and said, Linda, your hoarding has finally come to benefit you. Yay. I'm not a hoarder. I have a carefully curated collection of multiples. That's what I like to call it. A carefully curated collection of multiples. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, so now that I have 1 over here, I'm going to go 2 and 3 because we like the triangle shape, right? Triangles. Works for us. So I'm going to cut off about that much. Same over here. I don't know if I'm going to save those sticks because they're kind of a little waxy. All right, but again, I want to separate these out before I try to put them in. But I want to kind of keep the bigger one up here and then put the other ones, the smaller ones, kind of going out to the side. There we go. All right. I like this one. This is going to be one of those where my heart's like, keep it. And my bank account's like, no, girl, no. Rethink that decision. Oh, this is looking super, super cool. Oh, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. All right. Could go in and add some more greenery. I want to put some stuff in kind of around the bottom there so that it's not quite so noticeable. Let me see. I'm going to try a piece of this and see how I like it. If I don't, I'll pull it back out. No, I don't like it. Nope. Didn't work for me. Sorry. I don't know why. It's giving no, not right now. I think I'm going to put in some more greenery from our mixed bush. Grabbing some other stuff now. Now, this is a different kind. This has all sorts of cool stuff on here. So I'm going to try to bring this in a little bit down. Like put one down here right in the bottom, right? That's good. Got another smaller one here I'm going to do. Boy, this $10 bush is really giving me a lot of stuff here. go over here. The reason I kind of go side to side is I'm not trying to be absolutely symmetrical, but I want to make sure that I don't put so much stuff on one side that when it comes to the other side, I'm like, oh crap, I don't have enough, right? So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then I have 3 of some, actually 4 of some bigger, taller ones that I can use. So let me just snip those. All right, I've snipped everything off of there. Ouch. Man. All right, so let's continue with the small one. So I guess I can do 2 kind of in the front and then 2 on the other side, right? 2 plus 2 is 4. Yeah, Linda, look at me, I don't know. Math ain't my strong suit. If you follow me, you know this. You know that I am definitely not good at math. Math and don't math for me. Here we go. There we go. I'm just mad I can't see comments. It's really making me mad. The whole point of doing this is to interact with you guys. And if it's not letting me, then it just stinks. Okay, pull this away. I'm just going to go all the way out of Facebook. Screw Facebook. I'm going out and coming back in. All right, I'll go find myself. All right, well, that's coming up. Let's do the other 2. So I'm going to push these up a little bit because I don't want these to stick out too far, but then that means I can kind of cut off some of the stem. Put one right in here. Sweet editor. That's me. Yes, that is me. Tropical centerpiece. Give me just a second, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's still not letting me see comments, so I apologize. I don't know why that is. If you guys comment, I promise I will go back and I will I'll take a look at whatever comments you guys leave and I will respond. I promise, I promise, I promise. Facebook always likes to mess with me. And I always check everything before I go on a live. You know? Like I've been having a weird buzzing sound that's been happening. And I still, it doesn't happen on other platforms. It only happens on Facebook. So I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I've updated my operating system. You name it, I've done all that stuff. It ain't working. All right, so now I'm left with, we have roses. We have these gorgeous beauties. Then I have these, which I think look super tropical. So I think I actually kind of want to add in these next, right? I don't want to make this arrangement too big or make it feel like it's choking. But I like it because look at these extra little tall, extra little dookie guys. I don't even know what you call them. They're like little clear waxy leaves. But they're pretty. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. All right. I'll move these over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just trying to bring it outward. So if you're looking at it sideways, I'm trying to bring it outward, but not too far. Like I don't want to go any further past that, right? I don't want this to like be going out too far, right? Just enough. I'm going to make myself stop before I put too much in because sometimes I will overdo it. That is something I've been trying to work on, is not going overboard with shoving too much in there. Just because I have a couple left doesn't mean that I absolutely have to use them. I like to, but I don't have to. Okay, now this is a bit of a shorter one. Let me show you this one. This one does not have the stuff coming out, so I'm actually going to try to use that one a little further down here. And kind of go down there. There we go. Do that on the other side as well. I'm keeping as many of the leaves on here as I can. Right? We like to keep our leaves. because it gives us coverage. I don't want to see the Spanish moss, if I can help it. Okay, ooh, okay, I got another one with the big tall thing. So I feel like I need something kind of like right in here. So let's go in. There we go. We bend it a little bit so it's not competing with that other flower. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Oh, hey guys. I forgot I have this too. I might add that in last. All right. Where are the other ones? I need 2 more. Okay, here we go. 2 more that don't have the extra little long pieces because we're going to put those on the end. We're going to kind of go right here. See, there's some empty spaces right in here. We want to fill that in. I can probably even take more off of that. There we go. I'm so happy to get this done. You know how like you buy stuff for a project and then you know you've got it, but just sits there and kind of like weighs on your mind and it becomes kind of more like an obligation and a chore. And you just keep putting it off like I'm doing with cleaning my bathroom, which is disgusting. And I have no justification for it. It's just gross. I haven't cleaned it and it's my fault. But I gotta get on that. All right, keep that back on there. Okay, I have a couple other of these left, so let's go. Let's do a really super tall one here. All right, I want to go right in here. Perfect. But then I want another one kind of over here. I got 1 left. I got 2 left. All right. I'm going to keep this one super tall as well. There we go. This one's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. Yay. You know what though? No, I think I'm going to go. This one wants to go over here. No. No. Go back. Focus on going up. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, then the last one does have to be. I see where it needs to go. It's like right in here, okay? Kind of like right in there. It's crying out, please, fill me here. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, I'm liking that. I'm liking it. So I have 3 more just florals. There's a hole. Let's plug that hole. Greenery up. And there. I can get something down lower here. Even actually a little bit lower. Take some off. There we go. So my brain is trying to think if I'm going to be using those other ones or not. I don't know. I have 1 more of this, and I feel like I want to put that in there. All right, I'm going to push up 1 set of leaves and then push the other one down so that I can really make it fill out as much as I can. All right. All right. I do have some greenery left, but honestly, there's a lot of green in there already, so I'm not really sure how much else I want to put in here. I like it. I think it feels nice. I think it feels lush. And I don't know. And this would be where I would ask you guys for your opinion. But I can't see any comments. All right, now I can see comments. Yay. Come on. I can see the people who left comments, and when I click on the comment, it does not let me see it. Why not? 5 comments. Dang it. Yeah, I think it's my iPad. I don't know. But honestly, I think I kind of feel like I just want to leave it like this because I'm worried if I start adding in 2 more, it's going to feel too much. And I feel like there's a lot going on here already. I wish I did have a little bit more orange. Maybe I'll use this a couple of roses just to kind of fill in a few spots. I'm going to go so sparingly on these, right? Just a few. One in there. That's the other side. Like one down there. Of course, the one that I eyeball is the one that has a price tag. That always happens. I'm such a dork. But I did see Miss K was watching. Miss K, how's it going? How are you and Bill doing? Hopefully you are doing well. I hope your family is doing good. Here we go. Okay, rose over there, but I can't just have 2, so I got to kind of add in a little bit more. A little bit on the ends here. Okay, one set of florals up, one down. Yeah, I needed a little something here on the end. Just to kind of make it feel like that's where it stops, you know? Okay. All right. Then I'm going to grab my tallest so I can integrate up toward the top. So it doesn't feel like, I don't want to look like I only added roses at the bottom. Okay, we don't want that. There's one in there. Where's the next tallest one? That would be this one. And I believe this bush also came from Hobby Lobby. I believe. I should know by now. I'm there like all the time. I know what their tags look like. All right. Oh God, guys, I'm going back to doing what I usually do. But these aren't really taking up too much room in here, so I'm not too worried about it. I actually bought these teas for Halloween. I'm a little early. It's all right. No, I want that there. No. I'm gonna have to redo it. Okay, just a couple in here then. Oops, come on. Trim. There we go. Just a few more, and then I think we're done. All right. Let's go add some right in here. It's definitely a spot where we gotta put some orange, put some height right in here. A little smaller one. Little baby. Guys, I did exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do. Dang it. Oh. Oh well. Oh hell, at this point I got 2 left. Let's just use them. Let's just use them. Ugh. No matter how hard I try to break that habit, I still end up doing the same darn thing. But I think, at least in this case, it seems to look like it's worked out. I'm going to try to add this one for height somewhere. Now, I can't put it there because then I've got 3 in a row, and that looks a little weird. So, let me see. I'm hoping this might be long enough to get just a little bit in here. Even though it's kind of right next to another one, but I think that's okay. All right. So this is the finished arrangement. I think well, I've got these. I don't know. Let's see. No, because I think if I put this in, it's going to look like, well, maybe. I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to throw one in. All right, I do like that. Jeez, again. Oh my God, Linda. Jeez. I want to go right in here. Let's add some height. There we go. It's just adding a little. It's adding a little zhuzh. Little zhuzh. All right. Now we're going to go over here and kind of do the same sort of kind of on the other side. There we go. All right. And this last one, where do I want it? I think. There's a lot there already, but this kind of doesn't have a lot. All right, I'm going to add it in there. I'm going to take a little bit off. Going on the side. Wow. So I did not use that other bush that I had got from General Wholesale. All right, I like it. I think. Push. I think it's a pusher, so let me try to push up the rest of the greenery. A little closer. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's get that greenery up on this stem. Slide on up, baby. Grease that pole. All right. Okay. So this is our completed centerpiece. So it is truly a centerpiece because it is on all sides. Okay. This is done in a dough bowl. You can get these off of Amazon, different places. I happen to get this one I think this came in a wreath supply box from Decor Exchange. But this is what it looks like from the top up. But yeah, I mean, this is really pretty. I love how this turned out. I like it a lot. Gosh, I wish this might be one where I'm like, oh, I think I might just keep it on my kitchen island. But I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. We'll have to see. But anyway, I'm going to have this video backed up onto my YouTube account because Facebook deletes this after 30 days. So everything I've got is going to be backed up over there onto my YouTube channel. It's still under Sweet Aria Decor. You can follow me on TikTok too, and I will have this probably listed at sweetariadecor.com. That's where I have all my items, but I also have wreath kits, supplies, patriotic decor. I've got like 300 and some items in my shop. So it is there for your perusing pleasure at 2 a.m. should you decide to take your nighttime meds and do a little crazy online shopping too. I wouldn't mind. No objection here. All right. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you guys have a great day. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. You can follow me on social media and shop my items at sweetariadecor.com.